I have been asked many times how big my garden is, and often people tell me that they do not have a big garden space to grow a lot of food. At the beginning, when I came here, the space around the house was basically a stone garden, with lots of cactus and some flower trees, and most of the land around was covered with wild growing creepers and lots of thorny bushes. Most of it was just plain red soil, which was not planted anything. Then I started to plant a small space in one part of the garden and a small space somewhere else until all the parts joined to one small garden that gradually became bigger. Right now I'm working every day to dig trenches so I can finally install an irrigation. It's middle of summer and very hot to do this digging work, and the garden looks really under construction right now with all the deep trenches everywhere and piles of soil. It's a lot of sweating, but the first sprinklers are already installed and it's really worth the work because it will turn out really good. Also, we cleared another patch of the garden which was covered with thorns and all still looks quite wild. There is still a lot of hard work to be done, and I'm grateful to have a friend helping me with this big project. We are working every day on the land. So today I took a break from digging and I thought I'd show you my small space garden that I started just like 1.5–2 months ago. Because I was not really able to do any planting there because the garden right now is just not so accessible, I started a small spot here. And it was basically just overgrown with creepers and thorny bushes. So I cleared the space and I started to plant. And as you can see, it's a really small spot. It's not even now all planted. It's really tiny, but there is such an abundance growing here. So you really don't need a big garden to make a big garden. You can grow in a small space so many things, and I'm already harvesting every day from this spot. So sometimes I feel it's even more efficient to have a small garden than a big one, because you can really take care of it well, you can plant it dense, you have enough mulch to put there, and it will give you even more than having all scattered around. And basically a big garden is just like a small garden like this, attached to another small garden and another small garden and another small garden. It's like I started the whole place here. I started by planting a banana tree. Also, the rest of my garden, I started by planting a banana tree. And then, from there, you fill the space. And so here I planted a banana, and then I planted some papaya trees, another one, papaya tree, another papaya tree, and down here there is some spinach growing, and some corn, and lady fingers growing up, and then also on this side there is some corn growing, and maybe I take you and I show you some close up of the things. Okay, so we have the banana tree here that I planted first in the middle, and then all around there is the pineapples, of course, on the edge, which I have so many tops right now because I have to harvest pineapples every day. And here there is the Brazilian spinach, which is delicious in juices and smoothies. It's a little bit hard and tough to eat raw, so I juice it or I put it in smoothies in small amounts. It's really nice. And some carpuravalli, then some tulsi, then the lemongrass is coming up, and there is plenty of this portulaca or purslane, which is this delicious flower salad that I can just harvest like this every day, put in my salads, and I also can just replant it like this, and it makes a flower field. And this is some purple corn, which I'm really looking forward to harvest. It's a beautiful plant. And this is a bottle gourd here. So this is all around the banana tree. And also some mint. And there is a soursop tree, which is one of my favorite fruits. This one is the Basella spinach, which is I like really a lot, especially that it makes these beautiful big leaves, and then you can just fill it with some stuff and eat it like this or use it as a wrap. And there is more corn and chicken spinach or Suriname spinach, and then the Mexican sunflowers. There is a sweet leaf plant and long beans and more passion fruit and an air potato. Passion fruit is already growing up here, and hopefully it will overgrow this tree to give some shade. And there is another one right here. So you can see that's a really small spot, and I will plant more here. I will just continue to extend this space, but that's basically it. You can plant so many things in just 1 square meter.